Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please, none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips, don't talk about it. Real eyes, real lives all the time. Stand on it, if we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, sink ships, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who this? No, we don't allow it. Really on go, I don't know what's an off day. Now we on road, came from smoking in the hallway. Now we got...
Woo! It is Friday. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so happy. So thank y'all for tuning in. If you happen to be new to watching this awesome show on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are on Facebook, go to the Facebook page and you can follow us on there from whenever we post. Also, we're on Spotify, Pandora, iHeart, Amazon, all those wonderful things. So follow us on there. Spotify been tripping though, because Spotify ain't been letting us upload our episodes in like the last 6 weeks. I don't know what's going on with that. There's some little glitch or something going on, but yeah. Nevertheless, the other shows is on there, but watch them out, check them out. Yes, first and foremost, before we get caught up in the show, as of today, TK's Chronicles of a Black Sheep podcast is 5 years old.
Five. Happy 5th year anniversary.
Yes. Thank you.
Do you know what today is?
That's amazing.
I remember when this podcast started, and it was like, if you make it past your 5th episode, you was doing something. And I
remember when I lost my mind.
Yeah, I definitely lost it. And I was like, oh, okay. Got past that, and I was like, all right. And it was like, well, when you get 50, holla at me. All right, get that 100. I don't know the exact count right now because I'm not gonna lie, I lost count myself. I was writing it down in the little tablet, and then I moved, and I don't know where the hell my damn little tablet is. I still ain't found it. But I know we are well over 200 or something episodes. I can guarantee you that. By far, we are definitely over that. So I'm definitely thankful for just being this far in the podcast game. I am thankful for my co-host, DA and DJ. Been rocking with me. DA, Lord, I've been since day one. Woo. Pray for me, Lord. Pray for me.
And as you can see, all the gray hair I got from that shit. Gray hair and ball, going fucking ball.
Woo. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, fellas, for being here and rocking with me. Shout out to all the other co-hosts that have come across in the last 5 years. Appreciate.
Just have a moment of silence.
You so tacky, boy. You so tacky. Thank you to all of the guests that's been on here. We've had some really phenomenal guests that has been on in the last 5 years. We actually
what happened to Sean Paul, fake ass Sean Paul. Y'all left me hanging on that episode, and then y'all was on there with Sean Paul. I was like, see, look at this bullshit.
This was before I came.
Yeah, way before you came. It was her and what's her name? Tigo Bitty.
Wait, did you just call a female Sean Paul?
No.
Oh,
it was a dude.
Oh, you talking about the dude that had the
and it seemed like the longer y'all was on the show, the drunker he got.
Oh.
Cause I think I had to work or something that night. And I ended up kissing it late.
Who the hell was that?
I don't know. Yeah. And that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, shit, see, if I'd have been on there, he wanted to fight me. 'Cause I'd have been,
I got an idea of who you're talking about. I gotta go back, kind of go back.
He was a guest or he was a co-host?
No,
he was a guest.
Okay.
but I got an idea of who that
I
is.
want to be like, just give me the lights, son of Paul.
I can't stand you. But oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Interesting people.
Oh yeah, we definitely have. This coming up new season, this is be what season 17.
Oh,
Man, won't it do it?
Won't it will?
Man.
that's a long time.
Yeah.
So yes.
Long
So
time.
season 17, we're going to try to get some people that were on the show before, do some follow-ups on some of the stories that we had.
Yeah.
I've been in touch with a couple of people, and I'm like, oh shoot, there you go. I've been seeing some stuff in their life going on. I was like, yeah, we need to do a follow-up on them. I think those would be some good follow-ups.
It was a few. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like the one, the lady with the, I think she had sickle cell or her daughter?
You right on the tip of the tongue. She had daughters, 2 daughters.
Yeah.
So they've had some changes lately. And I actually reached out to her about a week ago, and I was like, hey, we got to bring y'all back for a follow-up. So
And then the autism author, the one we had to cut short because he started feeling sick.
Yeah, he fell ill. That is very true. Yes.
I want to see how he doing.
Yes. And somebody reached out to me to let me know that their schedule is now available for them to be a guest on the podcast. And we're going to probably follow up with her as well. And that is Francine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened to what's the name? Oh, shit, there's a lot of people like Derek.
Then
you got it's a lot of people.
We've been blessed to have a lot of people on the show. Like really, really, like it's the podcast has gone some places that I didn't even think that it would go. But we've really been blessed to have some really amazing people.
I think one of our guests got an OnlyFans now. I think we need to bring them on.
Boy, ain't nobody paying no attention or no money over there but you.
Hell no. Hell no. To the no.
How you know they got an OnlyFans then?
Shit, the advertisement.
And I got a great idea who I think it is.
Be bucky naked.
And if that's who I think it is, they can stay over there.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, that individual was very, very controversial.
Mm.
I want to know who y'all talking about. I'm lost.
We'll tell you after the show. It's somebody.
Yeah, very
your little buddy over there, all feeling all moist.
Fuck no, not the kid.
Put it in the chat.
He keep all eyes on her.
All right, believe that shit if you want to. And you believe that shit, I got some oil in Iran I need to sell you. There's one that was, I don't know if she was on our show or not. I don't know if she was.
Oh Lord.
I know she was in the comments talking yin yang.
The yin yang twins. I don't know, but yeah. Well, from the last show we did, Talking Smack.
I don't think. I
It's
don't
been
know.
some episodes.
I don't know if they was in the last show.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, Mm, yeah. Okay. Well,
I
hey,
got
you know what
somebody
it is.
in mind that I think would be a awesome guest. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Uh,
Okay.
some things that, some projects that we're collaborating on and stuff like that. So,
Okay. Cool business. Cool business. Because yeah, we definitely want to bring more people, new people, n- new. Well, I'm gonna say new illnesses. People with different illnesses, and diagnosis and stuff that has
Just
come
new
up
chapters.
to bring awareness. To I have a couple of people in mind. That as you grow or know certain people and you see how life tends to change and you
Yeah.
see that people are starting to get these diagnoses and experiencing different things in their life, and I think it's a beautiful thing a lot of times when people get diagnosed with something um, that they will always have, but they're still able to push forward and move on in life. I think that is just a beautiful thing. So I have a few people in mind to try to get them on here with that. So I think that would be really very awesome. But definitely some follow ups with people, even in those cases. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Honestly.
Oh, what was your boy who was Kate? That man, bro. Whew, hey, DJ, you are
who her
lucky
boy
to
or
be
my
on
boy?
this show. That one time when I tell you this dude was pandering,
Behind who? Behind TK?
oh my god, women. That was around the Derek Jackson shit. And
Oh,
when I
that
tell you he was, holy shit, I was just like,
bruh.
what the hell? Hey, hold on, wait. Let me back up. Let me tell you how them two won shit. Why they egging me on in the goddamn in the private chat?
Mm.
I'm sitting there just like dude just talking. Da 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 da. Men need to do this. Men need to do that. Blah 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 blah. I'm just like this.
Mm.
Them two in the chat talking about get on. Da, you gonna let him say that? Da, you slipping? You Da really? You done got soft, man.
You let him say it?
Huh? I let him go for a little bit.
Okay.
I let him go for a little bit. I had to let him hang himself.
Are you talking about Pretty Boy Floyd?
I don't know what the fuck his name was. I know it. Once I finished with him, his ass was.
Yeah, you was talking. I didn't invite that guest on, but
I was just like, bro, like for real?
I would definitely say that he probably was one of the
I was like, for real?
most disastrous interviews ever.
And he was like, and women we need to treat them as queens and da da da. And I was like, yeah, okay, I agree. And then when he was like, he said something, I was like, hell no, nope, not on this show. No, you ain't finna do that.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking
Okay,
about.
you ain't finna do that. Mm-mm.
Mr. Single. That episode was funny because it brought a large group of women to the podcast.
Man, I was
And
like,
you
hell.
could see them in the comments as
And
they
boy,
were.
when I tell you I was Mr. Most Hated that day,
Mm.
Look,
bro.
it was so funny. People from I Am was on the podcast because they was swinging on his nuts. That's
Oh,
how
wow.
bad it. Yeah, we was like, "What you doing? Look at." I was like, "Dude, look at this. Look who." Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. But I was like, and the pygmies have entered the building.
And that's when DA was born.
You
Yeah,
ever you ever notice somebody that know they look good, so they use that they looks
man, I was
to get them by and pass a narrative, but they really ain't talking about nothing. They just
nothing, just talking.
Yeah.
it was very Derek Jackson-y
Talking and
like,
talking. Just
but
women are
it
this
was
and women are that and da 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 da. I was like, you was
it
raised
ran
by one
out
of
of
them.
gas, substance, and everything else at a certain point. It was just like, who booked this dude? And I was like,
I was like, he was. I said you had to be raised by a single mother who was mad at the baby daddy for leaving, because your ass, God. I was like,
it was kind of bad.
yeah,
I
we
was
had
like,
some fun time.
that was one. Look, it's not too many shows in this 5 years that I've deleted. And it's only 2 shows that I can say in 5 years that I've deleted because they were so bad or they broke the rules to a.
Nah, it was more than that. It was more than 2. I know 3 off the top of my head.
Which 3?
Your brother was one.
Which brother? You talking about
Mr.
Okay, that's
That's
that was
one.
not my brother. That was a
Hey.
coworker that I met when I lived in Dallas. Thank you. It was
Hey.
not my brother, but that was
DJ.
one. That was one.
DJ, how
Yeah.
about we on the show, right? We in the middle of the show talking, right? This motherfucker rolls up like we in a video. I
will try not to laugh.
was like, what?
What's going on, little bro? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey.
We got an awesome topic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we do got a topic. We just reminiscing on shit that happened.
We gotta bring it back. We gotta
We
bring
do.
it back.
Yeah, bring it back. Cause I'm just like, man, yeah, we had
yes,
some wild time.
It is our it is the 5th year anniversary for the awesome podcast that I love being a part of. So I appreciate the love. I appreciate y'all allowing me to be a part of this thing.
I remember when TK had the ugly cry.
Topic for today. Want to introduce what we're talking about? I think it's a great topic, man. I'm
I remember TK had that ugly cry, that Miss Celia cry.
Lord, so you just gonna stay there, huh?
That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
Nah, we go ahead. We go ahead on topic.
Oh man.
Just because I can be in my feelings and be transparent on this podcast, because that's what it's for. Don't hate on me.
We can go ahead and get on the topic.
Yeah, that's what I thought, sir.
What we talking about?
So today's episode is the micromanagement of life. So typically, I know people feel some kind of way about being micromanaged. I'm in a few work from home groups. So this is what kind of was like, I was like today, I was like, yeah, because I've been seeing it all week. So there's jobs that are paying $30+ an hour. Lord bless me with one. Please do.
Let me hold something.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to be like that when I grow up. But there are jobs that are paying $30 an hour. They can be non-phone or on phone. But if the job requires you to be on camera, people are like, no, I don't need nobody micromanaging me, not for $30 an hour. They don't want to be on camera. So they like, no, but they just posted a post crying, somebody please help me. I need a job ASAP. Please help me. I need some, my rent due on the 1st, and my kids this, and my daycare, my car broke down. Oh, no, that job is on camera. I don't want it.
So then,
because they say that's too much, that's micromanaging, and they don't want to be micromanaged.
I got questions.
I wish I had answers, because baby.
So they feel like having to have the camera on is micromanaging?
Yes.
So that goes to my first question. That goes to my first question. Do they know what micromanaging is?
What's the question, sir?
That's the first question. Do they actually know what micromanaging is?
Oh, yeah. I don't feel like that's micromanaging at all. I feel like that's a requirement. Like showing up to work. Yeah. You got to. Okay.
Like, you going to say they micromanaging you when you got to show up at the office?
They show up at the office in your PJs.
That's going to be That's gonna be a quick day.
Yeah.
Places where I know where you got to show up at least business casual, something like that. Oh nah,
Yeah.
show up in your PJs.
Mm.
Oh, can you just leave your badge, your laptop, and your ID here? Security.
Yeah.
It'll be just like that.
Yeah.
Don't need no warning.
Yeah. So sum this up. It says, we're talking about something that will have a lot of y'all nodding your heads or rolling your eyes. Micromanagement, not just at work, but in life. The people, the systems, the expectations, the voices that try to control your every move. And because this is our 5-year anniversary, we're also talking about how we've learned to reclaim our voice as well as our peace.
Mm.
So,
Have we?
I'm not playing with you today at all. I'm not playing with you today. So, first question. When you hear the word micromanagement, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Work related. That's the first thing.
DA?
Damn sure ain't nothing about no goddamn sitting in front of camera. That ain't it. So yeah. Micromanage to me can be like it could be work, it could be home, but it's basically like a detailed
Controlled.
control, but it's like
Mhm.
very specific. If you don't do it their way, then that way is wrong. If you don't do it in their time, that's wrong. If you don't give them what's the word I'm trying to say? If you don't give them status reports and when they need it at that time, that's wrong. Like if they give you like I'm just use like DJ said, I'm gonna use a work environment. If they give you a project and you start a project and every 15 minutes they're like, yeah, what's the status on that? What's the status on this? Oh, well, why are you doing it that way? Why are you doing it this way? Well, if I was doing it, I'll do it this way. Well, I think you should do it. I recommend that you do it X, Y, Z. That to me, that's micromanaging.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Did you want to add something on that, TK?
No, I highly agree with that. I think people do have micromanagement confused. I personally as well don't feel like being on camera for a job is micromanagement. If, like you said, if you showing up at the job, they gonna see you. Where you at home in your house, they want to see you and make sure you there and you ain't sleeping on the clock.
Hell, make sure you got on clothes.
Oh man.
And a lot of times, especially with certain jobs, right? Even work from home, there's a lot of information that has to be protected, right? So you shouldn't be in an environment where you're exposing vital, critical information. You know, you might feel like you can go to Starbucks and sit in there because they got good Wi-Fi, but you're exposing critical information. You know, different stuff like that because it's So I think that's just a level of accountability that should be there, depending on the type of job you have. I definitely do not feel like having your camera on is micromanaging, security precaution and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And that goes back to something I was talking about with somebody this week. I think we have I'm gonna just say for us as Black people because it seems like that's all I know. A lot of us have. I'm trying to think of how to say it without us getting canceled.
Oh, now you want to?
Yeah, trying to think of
5 years and now you want to worry?
Yeah, without us getting canceled. But we have. It's like we have become entitled with certain things, and we don't want to take accountability for our stuff. Like, if you want a job, you saying you want a job. I'm gonna use that person for an example. You say you want a job, but you have more stipulations than the job, then you don't want a job. Like
yeah.
it's
I can understand that.
you have to understand that it's supply and demand. They have they have the supply and the demand. You have to either fall in line, negotiate till y'all come to a common ground, or take what you can get.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But
Yeah.
the flip side to the now get back on the subject of micromanagement, I think a lot of micromanaging is created because of that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Definitely.
Yeah. 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 I can understand that. That's yeah. And it's a tough space to be in, and even outside of the workplace, like you don't realize how detailed this thing can get. And they're not
Yeah.
trying to get too far ahead of topic, but um, if you want me to pull back, I will.
Go ahead.
You know, but this thing here, I mean, man, I and I didn't realize it while I was in that space, but in hindsight, right, when you look back, you see the bigger picture. Like even like friendships, intimate relationships. Man, you ever had a friend that don't want you to have other friends? That wants to know like there's people that feel like if you're their friend, just because they don't rock with another individual, that you shouldn't talk to that person. That's a level of micromanagement because it causes manipulation, right? So you can think about that. And then also in intimate relationships, the controlling type spouses, that wants to know your every move, who you're with, check your phone records, like all, and just on down the line, man. And it's so manipulating that in that space, it's easy to lose who you are. Um, yeah, yeah. What do y'all think about those aspects?
Okay, so um hmm, those are very interesting aspects because I know when it first came up, I ain't gonna lie, when you first introduced the topic, first thing I automatically thought was work. I
Hmm.
didn't see it in other spaces, so to speak. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead and put out this nice little old disclaimer. I'm the best friend. I am the only best friend that matters. Don't nobody else matter but me.
That
And he's
sounds like
not entitled
manipulation.
to have any other best friends but me. And FYI, he tells me the damn same thing. I got proof in my messages.
Hold on.
I just wanted to put that out there because I felt like he was pewing over this way. But I
How
got
was
proof.
it?
Just saying, I got proof. Because I didn't
DA.
have to call him out a couple of times this year because he felt like he didn't relocated and trying to have some best friends in his location.
Let's
Good
focus.
Lord.
Let's focus on the relationship aspect of this thing,
Hey, you
right?
said friends. I'm just putting that disclaimer out there as a friend. Excuse me, the best friend, not the friend, the best friend. So just yeah.
So what do you think about that, DA? I'm sorry. Go ahead. You want to talk? No.
What you got to say, DA?
Oh, I thought y'all was still talking. I was just letting y'all talk because uh so I if we're talking about relationships, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like
Mm-hmm.
here's
marriages.
my point. Here's my thoughts on it.
Mhm.
It depends on the degree. And here's why I say degree. Sometimes we are in relationships or we deal with people that we shouldn't be dealing with, but because we known them so long or known them for when we was down or whatever, when they had our backs, blah blah blah, we feel the need to
Mm-hmm.
be loyal to that person, not realizing that like the old adage says, misery love company.
Yeah.
Not realizing that the individual that you trying to hold down is partly the reason why y'all asses having issues, or they're not as you start to grow or evolve, they tend to want to stay the same, like want to stay in the same spot Oh, because you want to go to a nice neighborhood, a nice whatever. Oh, you change. Now it's called evolution. So your partner at times can be that outside entity looking in and like, damn, that's why you couldn't get over that hump, because you was carrying too much weight. Or that's why your last relationships didn't work, because you were doing all the work. Now, the part about checking phones and checking, like, that's coming from a place of insecurities, and that comes from a place of trust. In that situation, yeah, that's a tad too much. Like, if you gotta check the phone records, you gotta check location on the car, location on the phone. You gotta call a homeboy. You gotta call a homegirl. They gotta tell you, oh, you left work at 8:45. Take you 25 minutes to get home. Why the hell you getting here at 9:15? Nah,
let's
that's
take it to a deeper level than that, right? Because that stuff nowadays, it's so common that it's easy to go over somebody's head that that's what they're doing. But think about it in the aspect of people trying to pick and choose your friends for you, right? Of people telling you what you can and can't eat. I mean, it's so much more deep and detailed than we think, right? It's literally this person has shaped and molded and created this relationship
yeah.
to only fit their narrative. And
Not,
I'm sorry, go
it's
ahead.
only to make themselves comfortable, what they're used to.
Yeah. Not even that, but because of, like, and you said it earlier, because of their lack of security or self-esteem or whatever case is.
Yeah.
Because I see how people respond to TK and they don't respond to me like that. Now I want to isolate her. Or I want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want even to put her in the place to see someone else in a different light than she sees me. I mean, it's that mentality that goes off into it. Man, I was reading this theory, man, on micromanagement in relationships, man, and it's crazy, man. It goes so deep and so detailed, bro. Some of the and the statistics is what blew me away. How many? What you think, TK?
That's real, because like you said, you don't think about how deep down the rabbit hole this goes.
Mm-hmm.
So many things have become surface level. The checking phones. We see how many people posting messages or situations and videos or whatever about, oh, he ain't checked his phone, or somebody trying to check their phone, somebody trying to put the phone in front of their face for face recognition to get into people's phones.
Right.
I'm sorry. If I have to go through them levels of putting something on your car, checking your phone, knowing your password, having all your passwords to your Facebook. If I got to go to the point to have a TK and such Facebook page, Houston, we got a problem.
Right.
Because I ain't. I just ain't. I ain't got a damn thing to hide. But at a certain level, if you don't trust me, then we damn sure shouldn't be together.
But
Watch this.
Let's stop and let's think about this now. What we saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of this stuff.
But it should be a choice.
Huh?
It should be a choice.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of this stuff was created. Why? Because society has deemed that's what you got to do, and that's why I said what I was. Yeah. That's why what I said earlier is the reason why I said it. It's because we as a culture have went from one extreme to the next. They're like, we have went from, oh, I want the love that my grandparents had and this and that. Then you find out that, damn, they had issue too. Now all of a sudden, oh, I ain't finna be like my grandmama and my mom. I ain't finna be doing all that. I'm finna da 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 da. And now you on the other extreme where you got people sitting there putting the private investigators on you, or the Facebook investigating service on you. So it's being pushed. That's the word I'm looking for. It's being pushed on us as this is the norm, the new norm, and it's really not. And the sad part about it is nobody's talking about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to be real and be like, that's not normal. That's not normal. I should not have to, regardless of what you're doing, I should not feel that my relationship needs me to pull up your every move or to follow your every move.
I agree.
I've known people who got mad at me for not following a picture, or not following them on social media, or not liking a picture, or not. And I'm just like, why? For what? Why do I have to do that? Like, what's really the point? Please explain to me what's the point of me following you? Don't I follow you in real life? It's like, what the fuck? Like, explain. Help me understand. But it's gotten to that point where it's just like people are so fascinated with that much control because of social media.
And I can understand all, you know what I'm saying, all of that. And it makes sense. And I can definitely see that narrative being pushed, you know, what they call them, the air tags, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In people's purse. Having your location on it all the time so I can track it every move. I'm going to lunch. Can I go get a sandwich? I mean, but this is what gets interesting, right? There's an aspect of it that comes to conversations, right? Like, say, man, you're having a conversation, DA, right? But I want to overtalk you because I want to manage the conversation to where now the only thing that you're able to get is what I ain't putting out there. And every time you try to say something, I shut it off. Like, that's literally an aspect that goes into micromanagement in relationships, because now you're so frustrated because I've been over talking you or not giving you a chance that you just shut down. And then it turns into anger. Bro, man, this thing right here, it gets real, bro.
And you wanna hear something so funny that you mentioned it. It's not funny, but
it's interesting, right? When you start paying attention to it.
Think about what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see that a lot at?
In relationships? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, if you were just sitting in a room with everything, like computer, laptop, whatever, where do you see that a lot at?
I don't understand.
On TV.
Huh?
On TV.
Exactly. You see it on TV. You see or podcast or something like that where a conversation is having, the person who is trying to control the conversation is losing. So instead of sitting back and like listening, what do? They get loud.
Yeah. Yep.
They try to, you won't let me talk. You because you and you see it all the time. It doesn't matter what, politics, relationships, casual conversations.
Yes, sir.
Hell, you go to the barbershop. What do you hear? Oh, nigga, you don't know nothing. And the man can have a valid point. The dude who talking can have a valid point, but you don't hear it because it's not what you think it should be.
Yeah. Yep.
No, you're right. You right. And they're gonna go down with the ship too when they overtalk you. So yeah, it's going down. Yeah, it's definitely going down.
And it's interesting because even in that space, DDA, and I'm not trying to generalize or throw shade, but you see it a lot, right? Women doing it to men.
And the church say amen.
You see it a lot. But then it's also those instances when the dude, he's trying to control the relationship. So she don't have an opinion. The only opinion that she has is the one that I give her. That type of mentality.
And the church say amen. Because like Matter of fact, it was a I think we kind of talked. I don't know if we talked about it or we were supposed to talk about it. But that round table with the OG and the OG
Cool.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Clifton Powell was on there.
Yeah, Clifton Powell was
Yes,
on
we
there.
were
And he
supposed to
was
bring
trying
up.
to make
Yes,
a point.
we were.
And the dude got loud talking about, you're not going to overtalk me. And da-da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, why did you escalate it? Because he was trying to make a point.
Yeah.
I was trying to understand. Like, he was just trying to say, hey, this is X, Y,
I
Z.
lived this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he escalated and he got loud. And then I started laughing. I said, and then you wonder why I see why a lot of women call men sassy. They do shit like that.
Was it zesty?
Yeah, because they do shit. Because they do shit like that instead of. And I get it, and trust me, I understand. Sometimes it's frustrating because you want to get your point across, and you're not allowed to. I get it, and I understand. Sometimes you might be at your boiling point, to the point where you lash out. Got it, understood, because everybody's human.
Yes.
Now, if that's your go-to every time you talk, you might want to look at on the inside and see what's creating your micromanagement of the situation, what's creating your lack of emotional intelligence.
And that's the next point I was going to make, because it's a difference, right? Than wanting to be heard or get your point across, or trying to persuade someone to accept your point as their point, right? And even in that space, right, when we're talking about this thing, one of the things that I learned through therapy, right, is it's not other people's responsibility to control my triggers or emotions. And the reason why that's important in this space, because a lot of times people micromanage because they have a need for order, right? So say if they deal with ADHD or OCD or anything on that level, right, they want to control everyone around them so they're comfortable, not that it's up to them to find ways to maintain their triggers and emotions. But now I'm just gonna manipulate the room or control the room so hard to where I'm comfortable and now everybody else is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I have to be comfortable. And that goes back to to just being straight selfish. Like like you said, the micromanagement part. It's wild.
Right.
And so it's I'm out the monkey suit now. I could talk. I saw that so much in the military, where individuals will be so, and I laugh at it. When I was a junior enlisted, I used to get frustrated and be like, why the fuck? I'm a grown ass man. Like, you don't have to tell me every step I need to take. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I've been doing this for a long time, like before I even came in the military. So, but as I gotten older and gotten deeper into the mental health field, I started to understand why. And it's 9 times out of 10 is because their insecurities and their leadership style creates that need to micromanage. They don't understand how to. They did not understand how to effectively lead somebody, influence somebody to do something for you without sitting there over their shoulders making sure it gets done. And it was interesting to me that as I gotten older in the military, meaning more and more years, it became more and more apparent, and more people were micromanaging. And I'm sitting there like, what is the issue? And I'm talking about like people that make life or death decisions or micromanaging. I'm like, what's the problem? Like, you can't influence. I can't say, hey, I need you to do XYZ, and I trust you enough to get it for you to get it done, and just walk away. And I
Yeah.
used to do that all the time, which was funny because my soldiers used to be like, "You really trust us to do it?" I said, "Yeah, because if not, I'm gonna bust your ass."
Ooh, that's a little
And
aggressive,
that
baby.
was it, because everything had like I told my son, I told football players, I told soldiers, everything you do has a reward or a consequence. Period. So if I'm telling you to do something and you don't do it, that's your consequence. You do it, that's a reward. Micromanagement people don't see it like that.
Mm.
They feel like it's gonna fall on them. And I'm just like, I can see that from a leadership standpoint because it was your task. However, this is when you hold people to that A word that a lot of people don't say.
Yeah.
And that's accountability. You
Yep.
hold them accountable. And that's all that will break down the need to micromanage. It's just accountability, holding somebody accountable.
Yeah.
And I saw a message that kind of made me chuckle, talking about it's church people.
I was like, get out my head, because that was the next road. That was the next road I was about to go.
Well, we had that, TK. Make it make sense to me. Help me out.
So, and it was gonna be the question of, do y'all think these churches micromanage people now?
Hell yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, for example, I'm gonna tell you the church I grew up in, the house of God, what is it? The house of God Kingston Me. And I ain't been there so long because as I grew up, I realized that the church is that church. I'm not gonna say the church. That church has the inner workings of a cult.
Mm.
And I was just like, so an example for me, everybody and their grandmama know I played football. All right. I played football in high school. So my story is growing up, when I moved back to my grandparents, my grandfather gave me a decision. You either get a job or you play a sport. That was it. But in the church's eyes, playing a sport meant that you was of the world, which meant you was a sinner, which meant you had no not ranking, but no influence in the church, which meant yeah. And it like that's what I'm saying. And I'm sitting, and as I got older, I'm just like, you are telling these people who have God-given talent that they can't use God-given talent. You are telling these people in this church that they can't be a voice for the Lord. They can't use their talent for God. Huh? Help me understand that. But soon as 6 o'clock on Sunday or Super Bowl come, oh, we finna get the benediction real quick and we out.
That's a good analogy, bro.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It was crazy. And no, that's just me.
Yeah,
like, I can tell you, like it was so bad that you would get in trouble for not marrying somebody in the church.
Ooh.
In that church.
Ooh.
Not in a church, in that church. And I'm like, all these chicks is hoes. The fuck I'm married up for? I know what they do. Y'all don't know, but I know. Like, really? And I was just like, yeah. And now that I'm older and been exposed to a lot, I see that a lot in churches. Oh, sister such and such. Oh, you can't be courted by that man because he this and that, or brother such and such. You can't court the such and such because this, and this, or where you work at, brother? Where you work at, brother D? Oh, you work at such and such. Yeah, you gonna I know how much you make. So you need to slide a church offering, such and such, and like,
Here's where it really gets deep, man. I agree with everything you said. Especially
and ain't even get to the
managing your
framework.
pockets, right? But
Ain't even
think
get to the
about this
framework.
aspect. You know what I'm saying? Imagine there's not all, but there's some people that think they know what's best for you and how you're supposed to live your life. And here's where it gets tricky. Just because an individual may appear to be one way, right? You don't know what is going on behind closed doors. And here's an instance, man. I know this dude, right? And no shady, he was a cool dude. But when you first met him, he came across as LGBTQ, right? So, and it's something that he had struggled with, right? But in a church, you know what I'm saying? He was in church, he was a minister. So it's not saying that he didn't have thoughts, but he never acted on them. This man stayed single until he passed away because he didn't. But from the outside looking in, you would think that that's what he was. So when you went in church, they automatically assumed, but he never acted on those feelings and emotions. So it's not saying that certain things aren't there, but you don't know what a person struggles with and what they take to God daily. So it's a dangerous space to be in, to judge just off of perception, man. And I love what you said about thinking that they know what's best for you just because. Well, no, you don't know what's best for me. You don't know what me and God talk about, in the privacy of my home. But man, it's real. And I've seen that. And I've always been mindful not to judge based off of what it looks like because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to set that out there. And that was a good breakdown, DA, because man, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Now,
is.
now you got to show your W-2.
Mm.
But the sad part about it is, this is the sad part about it, is these people are leaders of men.
Mm.
These people are telling people or having people believe they're showing them the way to heaven. And that's the scary part. That's the scary part for me. And it's almost to the point where, and I laugh and I say it a lot, but I understand it more now than I did when I was growing up. I understand why Jesus went into the tabernacle and flipped over tables. I really do now. I because you're not and it seems like it's recently. I don't know. This might. This probably is the end of time, but it seems like recently churches went from saving souls to saving money.
Ooh.
Like if you don't drop a certain amount of money in the pot, you're not gonna get blessed.
Ooh. How many preachers been pastors have been blasted on that just this year?
And it's sad. It's sad, and I yeah, I could go on because yeah, I'm trying not to go down the rabbit hole, but yeah,
No, I got you. I got you because even with that, it's like now if you're not paying your tithes or you're not keeping up with your tithes, then if you pass away, a lot of these churches won't even bury you no more. Even though you could have been a faithful member for umpteen years, they're not burying you now if you ain't up on your tithes. You skip payments, you better play catch up, or they gonna tell you not today.
you're you trying to trigger me right now.
I'm just saying.
That's
I
a
see it.
that's
I
a sore
see it,
spot for me
and
right
I've
there.
heard it so much over the years. And it happens. I know people where it's happened to them, and everything. Like a lady just actually went did a video on it a couple of weeks ago, how her grandparents had been part of a church for over 50 years. They were dutiful and everything else. And when it came down to it, uh, not only did they not want to have the funeral there, but they wanted to charge them an astronomical price in order to have the funeral there. And the family recanted. My aunt and uncle have this, and when passes ate and this, all the things that they done. And yeah, they was like, well, we gotta pay the ushers and we gotta pay this and this,
Man,
but they wanted more than the funeral, just to have the funeral at the church.
man, look, my grandfather, and that's why I said you about to trigger me, because I found this out after the fact, and I said, you know what, God knew exactly what to do, because when he passed away, I wasn't in my right mind. Um, y'all know, y'all know, I wasn't in my right mind. I was about to shoot a couple people, but that's another conversation. And after the fact, I found out that they charged us for like 14, 15K for my grandfather's funeral. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me, and we got receipts now, what I'm about to say. When the church had a hole in the roof, he'd get off work, go work on the roof, didn't ask for nothing. When the church wanted an extension into an extended part of the church,
Extension, add
yeah,
on to the building.
yeah, built onto the building, he did it, didn't ask for nothing. Got off work, go work on the church. When the church needed XYZ, he took out his own pocket and paid for it. When the pastor needed a job because he got fired from his job for being a pastor, he got him a job. When the assistant pastor needed a job because when nobody hired him for whatever reason, he got him a job. When the AC, I'm talking about, went down a road, I'm sitting there like, but y'all gonna charge him to bury him? I said, if this family was the way y'all treat him, we'll took y'all to court and we'll own this motherfucking church. But my grandfather was like, don't worry about it, Pop. I got mine. And I was just, what? You talking about hot? I was 38. When I found that out, I said, they ain't got nothing to say to me no more. They ain't got nothing to say to me. And I said, I'm waiting for my grandmama to die, because, it's going to be good. Because I'm finna go off. She the only reason why I ain't popped off yet.
I mean,
She's still a member of the church.
That's just bad business right there. No moral standards. That's just jacked up. Period. I hate that happen.
Yeah, and I'm just like, get back on subject of micromanaging, and that's the exact same thing. Like the church, you can't come in the church. You had to dress a certain way to come in church.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know if that's the only thing that person got in that closet or what. Yep. You just don't know where that person coming from.
Yep. You don't know where they coming from. What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because they're not
micromanaging, it's interesting, man, when you really sit in it and just start understanding and looking at different aspects, man. It is interesting, man. Like just this conversation right here. Like I didn't know that it was gonna go into the church aspect. I kind of figured the work aspect, and then I kind of thought relational. But then we start talking about like friends and how they be. I mean, it's crazy, man. Yeah. This thing right here, it's a level of control and manipulation that people overlook because they don't really process the space that they're in. So I've enjoyed this conversation, though, man, and I think it might be another one to have a professional on. When we do it, some other because I know there's a lot more aspects than what we've. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
This Now, this is that management is a slippery slope
Mm-hmm.
because
They
and
have.
now like you said, you got to sit in it sometimes. Sometimes people do it and not realize they're doing it.
Yep. True story.
So that's
Especially
why I
in
say it's a
relationships.
slippery slope.
Especially in relationships. Like when you think about, like, I think it's crazy, but it's me thinking I know what's best for my girlfriend or whatever the case is, and only pushing my narrative and not allowing her to have a voice. Even when you think about parents and children. Now I understand if there's young
Go
kids,
there too.
it's a
Yep.
level of protection and safety, but at some point you gotta let your kids grow up, and if they're grown, I mean you can't be telling grown folks what to do even if you birthed them. You know, they still grown and you're trying to run that household, and I mean, I'm telling you, bro, this thing right here.
Yeah. I
But
was
then,
gonna go there
yeah,
as
it's
parent
gonna definitely
wise.
have to be a part two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
understand that, especially the three of us are
Right.
parents, and
Yeah.
we have older children,
Mm-hmm.
adults. So yeah,
But we
a
still
lot of
can't
times
run.
people
I'm
like
sorry.
to micromanage and tell them, well, no, you should do this or you should do it this way, or no, this. Oh, well, you need to be losing weight. Up, you shouldn't be eating that because this. It's like there's a line where it goes from where it's no longer parenting; it is
Mhm.
micromanaging because you're trying to tell them that, okay, well, this is how I do it, and this is how it should be done, and this, and you're not letting them figure it out and do it their own way.
Man, I got a friend, and we've been friends like since forever. And like, and she was telling me what I need to eat and what I shouldn't be eating and all that stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm grown, man.
You just gonna keep on tonight, ain't you?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
I was gonna ride with it too. I was about to egg it on, but I said, nah,
Really?
yeah, I'm about to egg that shit on. Like,
Oh,
man, don't you hate that shit? You want
right.
a burger? Talk about you want a motherfucker. You need to
Right.
have a salad. And fuck a salad. I don't
There
want
you
no
go.
motherfucking salad.
If I want this cheeseburger and fries, I'm eating my cheeseburger and fries.
Fries,
Look
right?
here. Just because I want your big head here, I don't know why I want your big head here for another 15 years to get on my nerves, but I'm trying to extend your life.
That make me 70. Yeah, I take it. You're right.
Thank you very
I
much.
think this was a great conversation, y'all, and I think we should run it back with more. Yeah, because this thing, man, it's so deep, man.
It
Uh,
is.
So we need to reach out to our therapist friend. Yeah,
Which one?
Lanika.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, yeah, we can
You
probably
know
pull
which
that.
one? You know who?
Okay, I was making sure we was on the same page. That's why you was like, I don't consider her a therapist friend. She is part of this podcast, so that's the
And
house
the
tip.
only reason why is because like these conversations is good, and just like Da said, a lot of times, like the person doing the micromanagement may not realize it, right? So there are tools, right, to where we can check ourselves, and
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good space for her to come in, So
Okay. That's what's up. Cool business. No, I enjoyed tonight. Like, because it really opens the door for people to see the
on
different ways and types that people micromanage, or that the ways that they're being micromanaged. Because you got to think, sometimes if people are raised in a certain environment, they think it's normal.
That's survival.
ooh, man,
That's
yeah,
survival.
So they don't know that ain't what it's supposed to be.
Mm-mm.
But that, and see, let me stop because we'll be on here another hour if I go break down this other little part. So we gonna go ahead and go and do them
Yeah,
out.
that's
And yeah,
that's anybody who grew up in the projects. It was survival. Not
exactly.
realizing that we were being micromanaged.
Yeah,
yeah. But imagine that mentality now. You're in the suburbs in a healthy relationship, and you still in survival mode. Can you see how suffocating that could be?
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
okay.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Survival mode. That might be going to write that down.
I want to say we did one on some episode on survival mode.
Not like that.
I don't remember.
We ain't did it like that, but we definitely did it. But no, we can do a part 2.
Not like they are.
I think that we might get running back.
Okay, we can do that.
But yeah, okay, cool.
And look, Mama already said she want to be on that episode
with this particular topic. The micro.
You sure she talking about this, or she just want to be on the show?
Yeah, I know she's talking about.
She said this. She said while we was talking about it, she said I want to be a guest. So,
all right.
She done been on here before. She know how we rock.
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't on here though, but okay.
Yep, definitely. So now we can
run it. ATK, when she come, I might sit this one out and just watch it.
No.
I will be in the comments typing.
No. Don't make me call you by your middle name on here like Mama do. Don't do it. Look how fast that smile turned.
Okay, middle name.
She a hater, ain't it?
I'm not a hater. That's what Mama calls him.
She is a hater.
You got about 3 middle names, so don't. Let's not even have this conversation right now.
You can't pronounce them, so I ain't worried about it.
Who?
Him.
Oh, I know. I was gonna say I know. I sure can't. I'll be fucking that over every time.
You can't even spell the first name right on the packages. And it's been
yes, I do. I spell it right every time. You just
no, you do not. You messed him name. That name
right.
No, you messed it up for Christmas because I even took a picture and sent it to you.
Man, hey, no,
I remember that. I was rolling too. I was laughing.
Yeah. So thank you.
I was laughing.
I don't know what you talking about. I got it right.
Okay. Right.
Man, they spelled it wrong.
Really? They spelled it wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't correct them on it? You just
I tried to. He won't listen.
Hey, y'all know, and I went to the adult prom. I won prom king.
Yeah, I saw.
It was about 600. It was over 600 people in that easy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I seen the little pictures you had nice decorations.
You know, he was over there passing out candy and winking and blinking at them folks and
that's how you do it. Shit, politics.
Well, yeah, that part I was definitely campaigning.
Yeah,
right, and it worked.
Yeah.
Well, say some of them cats was mad. They was hot.
Well, you know, from what I viewed, you didn't have no competition.
There was some competition in there.
Wait, hold on. What we not finna do is just piss on a man's accomplishment. Like
I ain't pissing on it. I'm just saying
a competition
is the most likely candidate to
roll to the top
because
I'm on a crop
trying to discredit my kingdom.
Oh, right. Never that. I'm just saying that they weren't worthy.
I got my sash right here. Prom king. My trophy over there.
Oh, Lord.
You gonna run it back next year?
I'm thinking about it, man. You know, I might let somebody else have some fun.
You just gonna add to it.
Let somebody else have some fun.
I know I gotta. I might go. Oh, I ain't showed y'all yet.
Uh-oh. What you ain't showed us? You got another dog?
Nah, I got my proof.
Your proof for what?
My book proof.
Oh. Hey.
That's matter of fact, hold on. I'll be right back.
Hey, this is the one that I've been working on.
Look at y'all.
This is the one, and actually, yeah, we'll talk, but this is the one, and I am just about done with my part. So I'm going to send it to the editor and publisher and all that. Yep. And the other one that I was working on last year, I'm going to release that one in the autumn, in the fall. I have to release this one first.
Okay.
But that one is complete too.
I got 3 friends with books coming out.
Who's the other one?
I ain't gonna say on here, but I got 3.
Okay. Yeah, man, I've been grinding.
And they took y'all long enough, especially this one and that one. They took longer than enough. I've been reading books and material for umpteen years, and they finally finna drop these dang on books. Finally.
I think this one right here is gonna you're gonna like this one.
You ready?
My book itch.
Oh yeah. Oh, he ready.
Yeah, he ready. He finna drop it.
I can't really see it. What's the title of it? Flesh and
Flesh and-
that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Is it I'm gonna reach out to you to get my copy.
Huh?
First get mine straight from you.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to cut it though, because
I want mine beautifully.
I didn't realize it was this thick.
Do you know how long you've been writing books in pieces and stuff like that?
I didn't realize it was that thick. But I was telling somebody the story. They was like, they wanted to slap me too. I was like, I know.
Man. Congrats for real, man.
Because
is that your first one?
Huh?
Is that your first published?
That's the first proof of it.
Yeah, first.
It's getting edited.
This your first time being a published author?
Huh?
But this your first time being a published author?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Congrats for real.
Yeah, but I was telling somebody like before I had like over 300 stories, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change my life for a girl, and erased all of them. They was like, I want to slap you myself. I said, I know. Then I started writing. Then I had like 10 plus years of writer's block.
Yeah, because I've known
So
you
that book
for
right there,
about 14 years.
A bunch of short stories.
Yeah, it's a bunch of short stories. This is so. Well, I'm doing it live now. I might as well talk my first interview. So the premise behind it is each book has gonna have a different theme. So this one, Wet Dreams Chronicles Volume 1, Flesh and Fantasy. This is more of the soft, sensual side. Now, the next one, I'm still thinking of a name, but name of it's gonna be more of the hardcore. Not hard like porn hardcore, but it's gonna make you like clutch your pearls. You're like, oh, hold on. Hey, you sitting there like, woo. But a lot of the things that it's just it's a mixture of before somebody asks me the question, and I always get asked the question. No, these are not my escapades, my exploits. No, these are nothing. This is nothing I have done. This is nothing I have done. This comes from either talking to people or seeing stuff, and I'm like, or hearing or reading different things, and
I'm believing.
And it sparks my imagination, and as of right now, I have that one done. The second one is almost done. And the third one I just started.
Oh, shucks. All right.
So the third one, you already know the name of the third one, though. Yes. We talked about this a long time ago.
Yes.
Congrats, man. I love it.
I got plenty of books to read.
You're going to have to do an episode and specifically interview DA.
Yes, I told him that. Because you still dropping in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, the 18th.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. I think
18th, it's gonna be at it's gonna be on Amazon and Barnes and Noble online.
Okay. Cool.
So, and then I got a book of poetry. I'm thinking about.
Let me get my questions together.
I'm thinking about writing.
You.
I got a book of poetry. I'm thinking about putting out too.
But I got to make sure, and I have my copy when we do the interview. You understand?
Why you freeze? Why you freeze though?
Yeah. So let me invite some of my friends to check this out. I got you, but it's gonna be cool.
Go ahead.
Why you freeze though?
Oh, before I say it too, Wet Dreams Collections is on Facebook. It will be on IG soon, I think.
The book?
It's the page where it's gonna have all the information. It's gonna have excerpts from the book, and then it's gonna have like places to buy it. The link. I'm figuring it out. putting the link and stuff on there to buy it.
Put the link in your bio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Well, not technically my bio, but because I did it under a pen name, but now everybody know. But I wrote it under a pen name.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
So, and then I'm working on two. Yeah, I'm working on 2 other novels.
Man,
Like
right.
stories.
Mm-hmm.
That,
working.
yeah. So
I'm telling you, this dude got so much material. I've been reading material for like years.
So I have one that's similar to yours when it's a book of collected writings, but you know the type of stuff I write is totally different. It's basically like my perception of different aspects of life and spirituality, man. And I got a bunch of that. And I was hoping to get that one released the end of the year, but if not, the first of next year, because I want to release them in order. So I got 3, right? 2 of them is, almost completely done. And then that one, I just have to pull it together and figure out what I want to put in there and what I want to leave out. So
that's you know what that's the hardest part about, like, for what I did is trying to put the right stories together for the flow.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to go oh shit, then back to I wanted to build like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then my thought process behind it, I know we were trying to get off, is I want each one of them to feed. And if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's just, for me personally, this is a closer thing I could say to a pregnancy that I could have, because it's been a while. Like, I've been doing this so long, and everybody keeps saying, you need to do it, you need to do it, you need to do it now.
Yeah, I've been saying that for
I'm actually doing it, and it hasn't hit me yet. When I saw the proof, it kind of took me back for a minute. Cause I'm like, damn, this is actually for real. But
I'm gonna tell you, man, you gotta start having more of a social media presence, man.
That's my issue. Like,
I know
I have to separate my social
that's
media.
part of the reason why I've been putting myself out there so much on social media, even more so lately, because of these books that I'm working on, these projects. Like, man, I go live on TikTok, and so many people can flock over there. So that's a platform where I can start giving myself more exposure, and even on Facebook. So,
but don't you got to have a certain amount of people to go live and all that stuff?
Not as much as it used to be. I think it's 100, 150 now.
Okay, that's good. Ooh,
it used to be 400, 1,000, something like that. But they don't.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah,
it was high.
Man, if you want to build up your stuff, well, we'll talk. But man, I can help you get the follows. All I gotta do is just show up on my page, and I tell people to follow you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll coordinate.
Yeah, man.
Coordinate.
So that's good, though, man. Congrats, for real, man. I'm proud of you, and I mean that from my heart.
Appreciate it.
Well, y'all ready to shut this thing down, or what?
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think I kind of gave my outro, like what I said before we started talking about books. So
Yeah, I don't have much to say. This has been a great topic. We talked about micromanagement. Be mindful what you accept, and also be mindful of your actions. Nobody likes to be micromanaged. So if you don't like it, then don't do it either. I'll just land right there.
Cool business. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We greatly appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for the support and the love that y'all show us. A lot of y'all have been rocking with us since day one, like solid. And we've definitely gained a following and new people over the years. And we're thankful, because we definitely wouldn't be here if it was not for y'all. So special appreciation for y'all. definitely, again, thank you, and I can't thank y'all enough for the support and what we gain. But it is this stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell somebody, so they can tell somebody, so they can tell somebody else. That's about as close to church we gonna get on this podcast. But go
I
on here
don't
with
know.
that.
I be preaching sometimes.
Well, yeah. We know. Look, we know choir boy down
I gotta
yonder.
pull myself in.
Choir boy gets started and singing a couple of little old hymns on the reel. So yeah, I'll take that back. Eat my words. But thank y'all for tuning in. We hope y'all have a safe weekend. Have fun, enjoy. It's starting to get hot. At least it is in Texas. But it's definitely starting to get hot. Well, we gonna be roasting like a turkey come summertime. Ooh, Lord. Yeah. So but take care, and we will see y'all on next week.
Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this. Don't talk about it. Really on the move.